Kia ora, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you to everyone that's joined. Hey Bart, sorry you can't stay for the stream, but great to have you in the chat anyway. Pro Gamer, thank you so much for joining, appreciate it. And we're on Saxlingham and Butter Baron. And I'm quite excited. Not sure if I'm going to be able to show you what I got, but let's have a look here. This arrived today. So it is a Thrustmaster farm stick, if we can get it in the picture. So yeah, it was on special and I managed to pick it up and it was delivered today. So really excited. Just getting used to it, so I'm still getting used to all the different things on it, but yeah, so what all the different buttons do, so we'll just have to bear with me if you don't mind, and as I get used to it. But yeah, so got a bit of a busy day. We've got to a tractor loader controller. Yes, yeah, it does a bit more than that now. So getting used to all the buttons. There we go. Okay. Now let's make sure this isn't attached. Okay, so we don't want it attached just yet because we want to refuel the tractor. We should do an FS22 stream one day. Yeah, I actually did an FS22. I was actually watching it the other day, rewatching it. When I went through all my old maps in FS22 and just showing what I'd done and that sort of thing. So it is available to watch if you want to have a look through. Some of my old videos will be in there. So now the other thing I've installed, well actually I'm using the manual gearbox now with clutch. So yeah, if it has a manual gearbox I actually have to use the clutch, so it's been interesting. Because eventually I want to see if I can get the CVT add-on was added today. And I'm just wanting to see if I can get used to using that, but I think you need to know how CVTs actually work in a real tractor, and I'll be honest, I don't. So it's sort of like, it's all a bit of a mystery, the different groups and that sort of thing, so I'm not too sure how you use the different groups. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Hey, pro gamer, awesome. I might do that then, because yeah, definitely is something I'm interested in knowing a bit more about. Because I believe there's different types of CVTs depending on the maker of the thing, but I'm just not too sure how you configure the groups and set them up. Pro Gamer, yes, it's manual attached. It was released late last week uh, by Wopster. I think he's done it for yeah, he's done it for FS 19, 22, and now 25. Sort of helps with the immersion a little bit. I'm trying it out. I usually get sick of it after a while and just want to connect things up, but I am trying to just play a bit differently this time. Yes, it is PC only, I'm afraid. It is a script mod. Um, Honestly, I think it should be something that's incorporated base game, but it isn't. So yeah, bit of a pain. But yeah, it's like most things that are it's like most things that are great. They're PC only. Yeah, it's a Ford Ranger. It is available from King Mods, I think it was. I got it from. Um, it's not 100%. It is right-hand drive, but it's not 100%ly or 100% great conversion. When you pass through water, it doesn't create a wake or anything like that. So the wheels are all all wrong on it. So yeah, sorry about this brain overload at the moment with these new controllers. All right, let's order some seed. Hmm. Yeah, the Land Cruiser isn't that great either. It's unfortunate because it was an awesome mod in FS25. But the guy that made it for FS25 hasn't done it. Someone else has done it. And yeah, it's unfortunate that it's not that great. Let's see, let's grab some canola. Yeah, I really did like the Land Cruiser. I actually liked the Santana, Lizard Santanas too. They were really great. So the CVT mod is quite good in that it has glow plugs in them, so you actually have to heat the glow plugs up before you can start it. So I thought that was quite good. So I'm actually going to just get the worker started on planting the canola, and then we're going to organise another vehicle. I'm going to get rid of the left-hand drive Land Rover, and I've found another right-hand drive car. You've probably seen it on Kinlake, but I want to put it into Saxlingham as well. Yeah, I'm afraid so. The Range Rover and the Land Cruiser is PC only, because they're only available from third party, not available from Mod Hub, so they can't be installed on a console, unfortunately. Yeah, I really do hope that they release some right-hand drive vehicles on Mud Hub for console guys. Because I'm really just making use of these mods until console stuff comes out, and then I'll go back to console mods. Um, so yeah, I really hope that we have more than just the ambulance come out. Ambulance is fun, but not so great for farming. But it shows that, you know, it is relatively easy to make machines right hand and left hand drive, so hopefully other modders will do it. And really, giants should have done it as well. Yeah, we're just suffering with the left-hand drive stuff. Yeah. Hey, Eric the Crazy Viking. Yeah, still going on about it, mate. Still going on about it. Because it's something that, you know, I've lived with all my life, right-hand drive vehicles, and, you know, it's important. Especially if you're on a map that has right-hand drive. Hey, farmhand Andy, welcome in. Thank you for joining. And Kurum Gaming, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. So you guys will have to bear with me. I just got a farm stick from Thrustmaster, and they didn't give it to me. I purchased it myself with some YouTube money. Thank you to everyone that has helped out and you know, watches the show and or watches the stream, and it's you know, given me a little bit of extra pocket money with the YouTube advertising to just get some things like this. So I'm just getting used to the farm stick now. It would be good if they added some Ute brands. Oh, definitely, Pro Gamer. Definitely. And farmhand Andy, you're a PC owner. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Well done. I hope it goes well for you, mate. Now I'm a cool kid with a Thrustmaster farm stick. Yes, yes I am, I guess. But you know, I've used a joystick. The farm stick definitely has a few more buttons and settings for Farming Simulator. So yeah, I think it's good value to get, especially if you haven't already got a joystick. If you are looking for a joystick controller to operate the different yeah, so if you're looking for something to, you know, control the equipment, Hey, FS Farmer Plays, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic, what is it? Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, losing track of my days. Forgotten how these pro boxes work. I have forgotten how to load the seeds from these. Ah, it doesn't want to load it. if there's a mod conflict from the last time I used them. I did use them before, but doesn't seem to be working now. Yeah, so that's what the other Pro Box is meant to do, but yeah, I don't know. Just chatting with parents, so we'll chat later. Hey, well, thanks for jumping in. And yeah, you have a good chat with your parents, mate. And yeah, Eric, glad to hear that things are coming together for your house, okay? Sorry to hear that you're not feeling too good. Yeah, trouble is I'm so used to how my old one was set up. I'm having to relearn all the different controls on this joystick. So yeah, good thing to have to complain about though, you know. Yeah, been pushing it. Yeah, sometimes your body just lets you know, hey, need you to settle down a bit, mate, and just ease off, eh? Body can be good at doing that. Too good sometimes. Okay, I'm just going to make sure I have actually set him onto canola. Yes, he's on canola, so that's good. Hey, the herd, welcome in. Yes, live on Tuesday. Basically, Thursday will become family day for this week. So having an early stream on Tuesday, but won't be streaming on Thursday. Welcome in. Just getting used to a new farm stick. Every day getting better. Good to hear, mate. Aiming for a return close to the close start of the year. Oh, that'd be awesome, herd. But only when you're ready, mate. Only when you're ready. We all know how to be patient. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, herd. Went to the dentist, couldn't open my mouth. It was interesting. Would have been, mate. Would have been. Hey, Eric, thank you for that. uh, the dentist said since I couldn't open my mouth, that was the best visit I've ever had, whatever that means. Uh, uh, I know it. Whenever I go to the dentist, they keep talking to me and expect replies, and they're mucking around inside the mouth and they're expecting you to talk, and all you're going like, oh, 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 oh. Somehow they understand it, but I don't know how. So, manual attached from Wobster has been released, and the CVT add-on was released as well. So, I have got manual attached on, and but I haven't activated the CVT add-on because I'm not entirely sure how that actually all works, to be honest. Have I looked at the large Australian map? No, I haven't yet, mate. Be honest, I usually steer clear of 16x maps. But yeah, I might have to have a look at it. But yeah, I definitely haven't downloaded it or anything like that. Yeah, no worries, Heard. You have a good sleep, my friend, and enjoy your day off. That sums up Australia pretty much. A lot of open space. So a 16x map would be perfect for Australia, that's for sure. Hey, Stone Raven, welcome in. Thank you for joining. No enjoying this week. Planning a cross-country trip takes a week for me. No worries, mate. Sounds like me. I like to have everything sort of planned right down to the finest details. Right, so I think it's time I traded this in. Hey, you're tempted, but to be honest, not even turned FS on for ages, lost the love. Are you helping me to regain it? Yeah, it's... Yeah, for me, I think it's sort of like having a bit of a storyline. Um, just relaxing a little bit too. Kinley is a very stunning, nice map. Um, if you haven't seen it already. So yeah, I'm going to trade in this left-hand drive Land Rover for something that's probably a bit more suited for the UK. Or for Australia for that matter. Here we go. So this is a mod that's just come out. Even put fishing rods on it for Kinleg, but yeah, not that you can use them or anything like that. It's just more for looks. But I'm sort of thinking beige. Yep, they definitely came out in beige. Yep, I think I've definitely seen a Land Rover in that colour. I think I've also seen a Land Rover, or a Range Rover, sorry, in brown. Yeah, I think beige is definitely a colour for the time period when they were released. So we'll go with that. Just wondering. I'll make a metallic beige. There we go. Hey, Jessa, in limited. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Just replacing our left-hand drive Land Rover for a right-hand drive Range Rover. Range Rover's a bit older, I think, than the Land Rover Defender that we were selling, but it's a Range Rover. So it's not too bad a mod. The only thing that I really found a bit annoying is the boot doesn't open on it. So you can't load things up. I think you need interactive control or something like that, and I don't have that installed. Water does move when you drive through it. And it doesn't take an ordinary trailer. So this being a manual, we're going to have to use our clutch and change gear. So I have set up manual gearbox. The grill is the model's older than the door handles. Yeah, can't say I'm a huge aficionado of Range Rovers. Yeah, I know they're sort of the 70s and all that. I know they've sort of got the cutouts to make it easier to do in the instrument pod like that, so it was easy to do left hand and right hand drives. So yes, Tony Raven, you're not wrong there, mate. There's nothing funnier than knowing how to drive a stick and watching these people on the Great Race try to drive a manual car when they can't. It is so funny. And of course, I learnt to drive with a stick. Hey, kia ora, Crofter. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. And Hugs 6559. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. So yeah, we've got our Range Rover. Apparently the grille doesn't match the door handles, which is quite possible. But yeah, so that's our 1970s Range Rover. Yes, 3 on the tree. Yep, that was the first car I actually. Dad had a my dad had a 3 on the tree, and that was the first manual car that I actually drove. I only drove it on the driveway, but yeah, that was the first one. And then I actually learnt to drive in an old Austin 1300 with a 4-speed automatic. And that was quite fun. And then I purchased a 1970s Toyota Corolla, and that had 4 on the floor. So yeah, that was fun. Cool, he's getting through it. So, Jasur, can heavy loads be attached to the car for field work? Yeah, so it actually takes the, so if you've got a ring feeder or the big tow ball for those, then yes, you can hook them in. I don't think it's got the air though. So I haven't actually tried it for field work. I would like just an ordinary car trailer to be able to hook up to it, but that's not the case, unfortunately. Yeah, something looks odd about the Rangy. Fair enough, guys. Like I said, I'm not too sure. I'm just happy that it's right-hand drive. Fantastic for Kinlay. It was actually released or converted over by a guy for the Kinlay map, so I'm just stoked that he's done that. And I'm hoping that we'll get some more equipment for the Kinlay map. Hopefully even a truck. I did check out a Kenworth that had been converted over, but honestly it still needed a lot of work doing to it. It came in any colour as long as it was white, to misquote Henry Ford. And none of the gauges worked or anything like that. There was no driver visible in it when you hopped in, and water didn't move as well when he drove through it. And there we go, there's our Highland cow we purchased here. You'll always be a square body Chevy fan. Fair enough, Stone Raven. No worries there, mate. I think we actually had one of those square body Chevs in the town where I am. Left-hand drive and everything. So just actually down from where I lived, because yeah, the neighbour, he was an American, so I think he brought it over from America. So yeah. And Swim Shady, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. So I just wanted to have an excuse to take the Can-Am out for a drive, and just want to check and see if I'd collected the milk today or not. It's been a while since I played on this map. I can't actually remember. Give me a Toyota, nice when they start in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, Toyotas are pretty reliable really, but yeah, when they stop working, it can be a real pain. Oh yep, I have collected the milk. Yeah, looking like we'll have to give it some food later on. Yeah, we got the Can-Am. We sold the John Deere and we bought ourselves a Can-Am. Because when they originally released it, I thought they'd only released it as a open cabin machine, and didn't realise that they actually had an option to fully enclose the cabin. So I was quite pleased when I saw that. Thought that's cool. I'll be able to get one. Try a Dirty Max for hard starts in the morning or any other time. Yep. And Share, welcome in. So you've managed to get the hang of guided steering. That's awesome. Yeah, Share. Had to do a change of schedule, so Tuesday I was able to stream, but Thursday I won't be able to stream. So just sort of thought I'd do a stream today, seeing we had the opportunity. And besides, I wanted to play with the new farm stick that I got. So I'm still getting used to it. And I have tweaked it from out of the box, so redone some settings because they weren't quite what I wanted. So something I have done is I've actually set a button up so I can actually use a joystick for the skid steer. So it's a bit easier with the joystick to control it. Yeah, no worries, Share. I just knew that once you started using it, you'd wonder why you hadn't used it earlier. The old Cummins are nice, but a few in boats and Land Rovers are much more reliable than the TD5 engine. Yeah, they're a well-known engine, that's for sure. Yes, I'll have to check and see what the story is with these seed boxes, see if they work or not. Because I know you're meant to be able to remove the top off them, but I couldn't see anything that says to do that, so I'm not too sure. I bring up the menu. Yeah, nothing there. Yeah, Cummins is more reliable than Cat, unless you're talking heavy equipment engines, and Cat is the top of the line. Oh no, Share, iPad is working now. Had an encounter with water, but now it's working. That's cool. I hear that rice can be quite good for drying equipment out. It's actually really good, apparently. Yeah, so it's definitely a bit easier with the joystick to control. So basically what I've done is I've told the game that if I have a shift button held when the joystick is forward or left and right, it's to move the vehicle forward or left and right. Um, so technically it could be used for any vehicle, but I still prefer the wheel. But the wheel doesn't work that well with skid steers. Yeah, my graphics card really does not like the mesh on the forks. Definitely has a hernia. And our calves have grown into cows. Those are our keepers over there. The rest are basically going to be sold once they get a bit older. Come winter time, when we need to get the big animals into the barn here, into the cow shed, we'll be getting rid of these calves. During your career, you actually drove a cat dozer, Bobcat T550, and telehandlers and forklifts. Yep. Yeah, I've driven a few forklifts. Can't say I've driven a telehandler, except for in-game. But I have driven a bulldozer. I actually got my license so that I could drive a bulldozer or a roller, or any other sort of heavy equipment when I was younger. I never actually got into that industry. I did more truck driving for a while, but yeah, I did get the license for those, and technically I still have a license. I quite often joke that if I ever stole a tank, they wouldn't be able to book me for driving on the road without a license. They could probably book me for lots of other things, but they couldn't book me for driving on the road without a license. So we've got our maize there. So we've actually still got a whole heap of maize left. So I think we're going to make a bit of money off of that. So we'll have to start loading it up into the truck and trailer, and yeah, get that sorted. Hey Nina, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope your Tuesday's going well. Hope the sheep are behaving themselves. Who am I kidding? Sheep don't behave themselves. If they can find a way to escape, they'll find a way. Drove a D7 to level and pack a trench, and a D9 to rip a trench open. Nice. The D9 is an absolute bear to handle. I can imagine, mate. Right, I've got him sewing. I'm just trying to think. I might actually try and get rid of some of that silage. I might make a few bales just to get us just going for a little bit. And then I can get rid of the silage. Hey, what can I say, Nina? We need some more sheep videos and some Massey Ferguson videos. Right, got that hooked up, manual attached. Yeah, don't worry too much, Nina. I've got a series that I recorded that I haven't completed yet. Still intend to complete it, but yeah, I'm just not into recording and editing videos. That's why I do a live stream. It's sort of like I get to see it all raw. Pro boxes don't work, but yeah, it's I actually prefer it this way, and I get the interaction with you guys in the chat. So for me, I actually prefer live streaming. Hopefully that's just out of the trigger. Hey Jordan Mason, welcome in. Thank you for joining. And Jack Rasmussen, welcome in. Great to see you here. Sorry if I'm missing you in chat. Oh, autocorrect is wonderful. Not. Yeah, I haven't looked at system boards for a long time, so I'm sorry I can't help with that. With Black Friday, Hero is quite close in price. Yeah, we didn't actually have any decent specials. Well, not for the stuff I was looking for anyway. Hey Finley C9C, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. So I'm just going to make some TMR bales. Wanting to have some to tide me over while I'm waiting for the maize to sort itself out after I've collected it. I think for this mix it's 1 of straw, 2 of hay, and the rest is topped up with silage. So we've got a whole heap of silage bales. We've got quite a few hay bales. But we are only got 22 total mix. And as we sort of go through, probably about 6, 8 per month. It's sort of like, yeah, I'd like to have a bit more of a buffer going. All the extra generates more heat, draws more power. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, cheaper to pay lawsuits and yeah, gigabyte for you there, Crofter. All using that silly power cable on their GPUs. Yeah. That's why I'm sort of glad I went AMD. It's Tony Raven, you went Team Red years ago. Yeah, I was Team Green for the 2070 RTX, which was one of the first to have. I've forgotten what they call it now. But yeah, and RTX 2070 went really well until Giants got too hungry with their VRAM. Only had 6 GB of VRAM, which was not enough. Needed minimum 8. So I went AMD with 16. Okay, I think I'm stuck in the wall. Okay. Alright, let's make sure bale wrapper is turned on. Control Alt. Yep, bale wrapper is on. Sure if that's hay or TMR. Or silage, I mean. Hey, Farmman Andy, you're back. Got time to chill. Awesome. Hey, and thank you to our new subscribers. I've been keeping my eye off that one for a while, but yeah, thank you so much. Another 3. Welcome to the Kiwi clan, and I hope your Tuesday is going well. You're running an RX 590 Nitro on Sapphire. No, I need an upgrade. Yep. As long as it's got the VRAM, I guess that's all that matters. I was just getting blurry textures because VRAM was not coping. Yeah, it's 8 gig. Oh, that's probably helping a lot. Yeah, Nova Lake looks interesting. A mental note, don't park so close to the wall next time. Only 1 degrees here. Got a slight nip and I need to be out in it soon. Got a car to wash. We'll wait till stream's done. May have warmed up. Yeah. Not sure I should tell you this, mate, but it's actually 20 degrees here at the moment at 9:30 at night. We had quite heavy rain today, but it must have come from the tropics because, man, it is so muggy. It's not funny. I'm sitting here with the fan blowing on me. All cables are at home to connect to the screen, so I can only look at it. You'll get there, Andy. You'll get there. Gotta love that. Yeah, new Ultra 4 Intel. New processor, new socket type. Yeah, that's usually about right, isn't it? Stony Creek, you're in Texas. Muggy is a way of life. Yeah, fair call, mate. Fair call. Yeah, Crofter, the textures I was having was this was on base game maps as soon as when it first came out. It just wasn't liking it, and it was because I basically had six gig of VRAM, and you know they were up front and they'd said no, you need a minimum of 8 gig. Probably didn't help that I was trying to run it at 4K, but I think even at lower resolutions it still would have had the same problem. FSS is CPU heavy, but to be expected with a small company like Giants. My new build, my CPU will bulldoze it through. Fair call. Yeah, it's back with the update. I was trying to help a mate with it last night. Oh, darn. Yeah, fortunately I haven't had too many problems with it, but then again I have got 16 gig of VRAM now, so should be enough. Now those of you in chat may or may not care, I don't know. But if anyone is aware of the game City Skylines, there was a big shock announcement made today. So basically, you'll recall how Giants was the developer of the game, but Focus Entertainment were the publishers, and then Giants decided to do their own publishing, so they dropped Focus as the publisher. Well, basically something totally different has happened with the City Skylines community. So Colossal Order is the developer, or was the developer of City Skylines, and Paradox was the publisher. Paradox has actually parted company with Colossal Order, so they owned the rights, I think, to City Skylines, So they've dropped Colossal Order and they've given it to another company to start working on. So that's shocked a lot in the City Skylines community. So it's sort of like what Giants did with Focus, but in reverse. It's like if Focus had dropped Giants from the farm sim and had left it, had given it to another company to develop. Try Battlefield 6, it'll get your CPU sweating. I'm too busy for Battlefield. See, how many have we made? Put an air cooler on your i5 and it never gets above 55 degrees. Now even in Sin Beach. Before that, it was the minimum temperature. Well, good people, gotta get the car done, be back soon. No worries, mate. Try and stay warm. Gotta love the way the chat develops sometimes. The other night we were talking about pro wrestling and that sort of thing. Yeah, tonight we're talking about computer components. It's funny how the chat can go sometimes. I actually love the randomness of it. Yeah, you've got to get a nice coat of thermal paste on, but not too thick. But you definitely don't want to have blotches. You want to make sure that it is covering the entire CPU. Hey, Stony Raven. Sorry, I keep saying Stony Raven, but it's just Stone Raven. My apologies. But yeah, you never know what you're going to get, that's for sure. Yep. True tech people have preferences. Hey, you know, people that have a passion for whatever they do will have a preference for one thing over another, that's for sure. I should go and sort out that worker too, because I bet he's just stopped and finished the field and stopped. Yeah, it can be tough to get back into it, mate, especially if you sort of lost your mojo with it. Alright, let's go see what this worker's doing. Bet he's just stopped and hasn't gone on to the other field. Oh no. I've got to get him started on that. How good a job did he do? Looks like he's done an okay job. Yeah, so I'll have to get the roller across this and... Did he get right into the corner? Yep, looks like he did. Hey, awesome share. Looking forward to it. Thing I will say about the Giants AI is they're actually pretty good at doing the whole field and not leaving any gaps. Found with course play that they'd quite often leave a bit of a gap. If it's farmer, I would say postage to you would be a lot less than postage to New Zealand. Have you tried the stiffer tension mod from RMC? No, I haven't. Where's that available from, Crofter? Just looking at it now. Yeah, that looks interesting there, Crofter. Yeah, no more glitch tension straps. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't. I know. I've had things take off and explode off the map. I actually had pallets bury themselves under the map, and Giants actually had to put in a special bit of code so that if that happened, they would actually get transferred back to the shop. Yeah, when you use the developer tools to look under the map, you could actually see the pallets just sitting there, and there's nothing you could do. You couldn't reach them. They were gone. Yes, Stone Raven. I know what you mean. They get half buried in and you couldn't budge them. Man. Alright, so we've got 269 litres of silage. That should net us a... Okay, so that was a bit silly. Let's put that down on the flat. Yeah, didn't move an inch. Oh, you were trying it with that strap mod, yeah. Saw a couple of people saying that they were having trouble with egg pellets vibrating like mad, so I don't know if you've tried egg pellets. Could be a mod conflict that they've got at their end anyway. Hey, Ollie O'Grady, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to see you here. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Just a reminder, normally Tuesday is family night, but we've had a slight change of plans this week, so that's why I'm streaming on Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's time we gave the JCB a bit of a wash. Test purposes, of course, with the crashing. Never doubted it for a moment there. I got a boost there, Crofter. Yep. You forgot it was yellow. Yeah. Bet I forgot it with yellow. Yeah, yeah, I did. Right, so how many? So we've got 43 ration and 5. That's about 48. So should have over 50 once we finish this lot, so that'll be good. Hey, sure, congratulations! 30 years. Well done. That's an awesome achievement. So you got anything planned? You know, special dinner or anything like that? No worries. Raven. Cher will know exactly what you mean by that. Yeah. Yep, gotta have attention right now. Yeah, cats are like that. Mind you, I have a dog like that too. She'll come in and nudge me and say, you know, I want a pet and I want a pet now. You've got 9 cats. Darwin and Stalker prefer you. It's funny how they have their favourites. Pets choose their owners, not the other way around. Yeah. Yeah, I like to think our puppy chose us. She was the only one that was being sold off. He was keeping the other one as a working dog. But yeah, she just really took to us straight away. She was super friendly with the kids, and yeah, she just really gelled with us. He's giving you a lovely present. That's awesome. This guy doing anything, or is he just... No, he's yeah, he's getting through it. That's good. That's good. I was thinking he might have got stuck on a tree or something stupid like that. Darwin crawled on my shoe at 2 days old and took a nap. I was wearing them at the time. Yep, no respect, eh? No respect. Yeah, you're not going anywhere, mate. Yeah, I'm just going to have a little nap on your shoe. $470, $570. So I think we'll go with the $570. Daniel McLennan, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Yep. Yeah, they can be like that. I remember when we were a kid, we had a ginger cat, and he was an absolutely awesome boy, but sometimes he'd just take to you, and we couldn't figure out why. And then one day we finally figured it out. He was out doing his cat things with birds, and then us great heffalumps would come stomping around and scare the bird off that he'd been stalking for, you know, hours on end. So he got really annoyed. And anyway, he attacked my sister, drew some blood on her legs and all that. So we gave him a good telling off. And then when my mum came home, he was actually up first to meet her, and meowing away. I'm pretty sure he was explaining his side of the story before we told our side of the story. So they're definitely characters. Right, we'll get him started on rolling. AFS Farmer, no problem. Nice to catch up. Great to catch up with you too, mate. And yeah, hey, look forward to seeing you back on line sometime, mate. And but yeah, only when you're ready. Yeah, you're great, Daniel. That's good to hear, mate. Hey, Stone Raven. Yeah, we've got one with orange cat energy. Yes, orange cat energy, definitely. It looks like he's just about finished sowing. So we've got this field of canola. Trying to think what we put into this other field. Do we put wheat or oat or barley? I'm not too sure. I can tell you what we won't be doing, and that's we will not be putting carrots into this field. And then we've got our field of sunflower over there, so add that to the factory. I think we're a couple of months away from the sunflowers being ready. Daniel, FS 25, mate. So this grass will need harvesting next month. Poppy was a feral kitten that nobody wanted, and we chose each other. Yeah, that's nice, eh? Especially when a feral kitten will put their trust in you, you know? They've grown up, they've sort of learnt to look after themselves, and for them to put a trust in you really means a lot. Now I might go and check on the other meadow, make sure that the cows are okay there. Had Rosie the day my cat Tilly died. Yeah, it's tough when the animals die. They really do embed themselves into your family, and can be really hard to say goodbye. We actually have two Highlanders here, but I see one visible. The old, animal thing. Too many animals, so we will hide some. They are pets. They are furry, four-legged kids. Definitely. Definitely, man. We were so gutted when we had to say goodbye to our girl. She was an amazing dog. Just had this ability. My sister-in-law was not really a dog person. Didn't like dogs that much, and our girl, by the end of the night, she was laying next to my sister-in-law and being patted like anything. This was someone that was virtually pretty much terrified of dogs. So, yeah, she just had that way. Your employer tried to use them against you? Not a good move. Not a good move at all. There can be only one Highlander. Ah, very good, mate. Love it. Love it. There can be only one. Great movie, that one. Enjoyed it. Wasn't too sure about the second one, but the first one I really enjoyed. Okay, might give the animals a bit of silage to tide them over. Don't think I really need to give them the good TMR yet. I'll probably give them a good bit of TMR when I'm getting ready to sell them. So there's actually quite a bit of waste comes off of a farm when you think about it. Silage wrapping and all that. A lot of plastic comes off of farms. I put the animal pen a bit too close to the fence. So these guys are producing a little bit of milk, but I'm not too worried about the milk from here because I'm getting enough from the other paddocks. So because they're on a diet of meadow grass, they're only producing about 40% milk, which is fine. I'm not too worried about that. I'm just a bit gutted that I can't feed the other cows meadow grass, that I've got to give them the TMR in order to get the full 100% milk yield. Wish there was sort of some way that I could tweak the grass to give you, you know, sort of something like maybe 90% milk yield. And something with these fenceless pastures and the nodules that you put down to show where the edge of the pasture is. For some reason, if you're sitting inside the cab, it won't let you go drive through them or over them. But if you go into third person view, it'll be okay with that. So I'm not too sure why that is, but yeah, it's a funny thing. Yeah, see, I'm stopped dead, and you can see that there's that little patch of grass right on the corner there. And when I'm in first person, I can't drive through it, but when I'm in third person, not a problem. Very odd. Excuse me. Don't tell me he's run out of seeds. He's still going. And a big welcome to our new subscriber. Thank you for joining the Kiwi clan. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. I know night work doesn't make for a great stream or anything like that, but you know, it is something that farmers have to do. They quite often will work through the night just to get something finished planting or something like that. Really did tweak it so that it gets the edges. You know, that was about 3 goes to get round that corner as it was, you know, laying down a strip each time it moved forward. We still don't have the textures changing immediately. Still taking time for the textures to catch up. I don't think I've done any contracts this month. Been too busy. A nice, easy fertilizing one to do. Nice. Yeah, and sowing needs some canola sowed in field 40. That's 24,000. That's tempting to do. Well, tried to sleep, but here I am in the Kiwi chat again. Mate. Nice to see you here, but yeah, gutted that you're here as well, mate. I prefer you to be sleeping. For your own health, of course. I mean that in the nicest way. My ADHD, sometimes you'll say things that sound really good in your head, but when you actually say something, it's sort of like, oh, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. There, he's back. Yeah, it's about quarter to 11 here now. Quarter to 11 in the evening, not in the morning. So yeah, I'll need to be calling it a night soon. Just want to try and get this field finished. Must be just about finished. "3:45 a.m. here." Oh, mate. Thank you for being here. Do appreciate it. No, my streaming schedule isn't exactly a fantastic time zone for the US guys. Giants definitely have the worker getting every last little bit, that's for sure. Oh, he did miss a little bit just there. Thought he did. So just out of interest, you may be wondering why there's no tram lines defined. I've never been a big fan of tram lines. Um, I know a lot of people used to work hard making tram lines after they'd sowed the seed and all that, but yeah, I've never really been fussed about tram lines, so that's the reason why I don't have them. Hey Lone Wolves, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Yeah, never use auto drive. Yeah, I haven't used auto drive either, and I used to use course play a lot. Um, but since Giants brought out the guided steering, I haven't felt the need to use it. Um, and the AI workers do quite a good job, so not sure I actually need it. I guess if I was using auto drive, course play sort of fits in seamlessly with that. But yeah, I haven't needed to use course play or auto drive since I've played on FS25. Yeah, no worries, Lone. I'm glad someone put your link in. Definitely check out Lone Wolves. Thanks for jumping in. Hey, and welcome to our newest subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Hope your Tuesday is going very well. Yeah, it's funny, I actually had fairly early night last night for me, and all it meant was I just woke up early, earlier than I usually do. So I didn't actually get any extra sleep. Yeah, I should have ads turned on. I'm hoping it's not too many though. I have set them on the absolute minimum. But the ads, yeah, thanks to everyone putting up with the ads. I know it can be frustrating at times, but it does actually help me. So with the ad revenue that I've got from YouTube, it's actually enabled me to afford a farm stick, and I've actually enjoyed playing with it tonight. So thank you to everyone for your support. Do appreciate it. Without you guys, none of this would really be possible. Yeah, I'd be playing the game still, but to have you guys along as well in the chat, it just adds a whole extra dimension to the game that makes it really enjoyable. Alright, I'll leave that worker going on the with the rolling. Well, thank you, Lone. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it. But I think I'm going to call it a night there, people. Thank you so much for joining. Do appreciate it. And if you haven't hit the like button yet, I haven't actually mentioned the like button for the entire stream. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do. Helps the channel out. And if you have liked what you've seen and you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do that as well. It's not too late. And if you want to share this video with anyone that you think might enjoy it, feel free to do that as well. But until next time, have a good day, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world and whatever time you're watching this. And until next time, bye.